Brad, what has been the most rewarding part about helping business owners sell their companies for you?
No, that's easy. I love keeping a local business local or helping somebody who has never owned a business before become a business owner for the first time.
Yeah, that's cool. So the most rewarding piece of that is really the stability of the local community for you.
100%. That's why I love doing this.
And that's something I really love about it too. I mean, when we all talked about this when we were getting started, it was really like, how can we drive our community forward? What can we do to help here locally, not just in the hill country, but also across the state of Texas?
I think that goes back to what you were saying about developing, what was that, creating
Is creating quality developments create quality communities.
that's and so it's the same principle what we're trying to do here, keeping local businesses local.
Yeah.
It all works together.
Well, and I love the storytelling.
Yeah.
Every single business owner has a story. How they started it, their trials, their tribulations. You know, a lot of times they raise their kids through these things. And so the story, I think, what moves us a lot. You know, it's the community, it's the story, it's the family. It all kind of comes together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
For most people it is their baby. It's like we're trying to put a dollar sign on their baby. So there's a lot of emotions rolled up into it, and so it's my job to really peel that emotion off and present as much data while still honoring their commitment and their hard work over a whatever 20, 30-year career. But also, here's the hard data that shows what your business is worth today based on what a buyer would pay for it and a bank would finance.
Yeah, and you do a really good job too of bringing that all together in the sim with that confidential information memorandum that you put together about telling that story too and learning like where did this start, where is it going, where is it gonna go, right? Like, oh man, I love doing all that. And then the uniqueness of each story too. Like you'd think it get mundane and boring, but this industry is so great because everyone has such a unique way that they've come up in the world. I love that.
When I've told y'all guys this story, you know, doing real estate appraisal for like 20 years, I loved going out and meeting business owners. You know, I was appraising the real estate, but I loved hearing their stories. It was always compelling. And then, you know, as I transitioned more into development, I didn't get that anymore. I didn't get that human connection as much of these stories. And so getting back to you guys and with Forge and hearing these stories it's been super fun. It's been really cool to hear. And like, I missed it. It was one of those things I didn't know I missed that.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I would always tell people that's my favorite part about banking was getting to go under the hood of the business and understand every aspect of it, not just the financial component, but yes, their story and their struggles. And I got to do that. And because I was a professional, people they would trust me with that information. They give it freely. And so I've heard so many stories just like you over the years. Same with you, I'm sure, even more so on the wealth management side.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, everyone's made their money in a different way. Like you might have all been in banking, but you had a different path and a different story to it and a different way of doing it. And it's really interesting to just hear how people walk through their life in the same industry, but on a completely different path with a really unique story.
Well, and Ricky always tells a story about, you know, sometimes you're a psychiatrist, right? Like they're coming into you for advice and counseling. Where should my money go? What should I be doing with it? But then it's like, hey, also like I'm having these issues at home. Let's talk about it. And so it's an intimate process.
Especially family-owned businesses, man.
Right. And it's an intimate process. You're like, hey, give me your P&Ls. And I'm kind of like, I don't know you. You know, like it's an intimate thing that people allow us into their families and their lives for a really sensitive thing. You know, it's you're looking underneath the hood, like you said, and people are sometimes scared about what you're going to find. And so to me, that's a testament to y'all's character that people trust you to do that. But, you know, it's something that with humility and kindness, that process, you know, it's tough. It's tough.
Very tough. And you hit on a perfect thing, the fear, right? Like I go back to like why we offer the free calculation of value is not just because we want to help people, but also maybe it'll take some of the fear off the table on like, oh, maybe my baby's ugly and I don't want anybody to see it. Well, let us look under the hood a little bit, tell you what it looks like, and then say, yeah, there's some parts here, but man, you've built a cool business. Let's continue that trajectory if we need to, or maybe it's time for us to exit.
That's the most exciting thing about my certification, the CVA certified valuation analyst, is I can dig deep and have the expertise to tell a business owner what their business is worth. But then Ricky, with your new certification, you take it to the next level. Tell us.
With the SEPA stuff, with the Certified Exit Planning Advisor, I mean, there's so much. It's so hard to even dive into all of those. But you're right. That triggering type event, right? The valuation. What is it worth? And then who would find this attractive? Are you ready for that next step? And then looking even deeper and going, where can we focus and de-risk your business as much as possible so that we protect what we already have? And then from there, do we exit or do we grow? And if we're going to grow, let's move down those paths together and make sure that we have the right professionals and the right people around you so that you get the most value out of your business and just relentlessly execute the plan.
I love that. Ricky was built for that. The planning
Yes, he was.
is that really is your unique purpose in life, I think, to help business owners and come alongside them and create that accountability, but also provide that grace. You know, you're so good at helping mentor people. It's going to create so much value for our clients.
Well, it's the team aspect, right? I mean, Ricky prides himself in bringing the team together. In that team aspect, you want to win. You know, you want to accomplish goals, and bring everybody together for a common goal. And I think, Brad, you and I can sometimes get in our own little lanes.
Definitely.
Where it's like, hey, I know what I'm doing. Let me just play my little role here. And Ricky, you are good. Like, hey, let's take a little high view out of this. You know, what are the other pieces we need to do to get this accomplished? And so the SEPA stuff is fantastic, man. I'm super excited to learn more about that.
Oh yeah. And I'm super excited to dive deeper and deeper into it. And you know, it really comes down to like God built us all for a different purpose, and we need to utilize that and bring those people together and build that perfect unit or team around everybody to drive everything forward.
Mark?